All right, so
All
we're
right.
standing at the design counter.
So this is where she makes her money, right?
Yeah, this is it. This is where the decisions are made, and this is the important space to have the ability to communicate through samples, through ideas, and have the right materials right at your hands.
Right.
And so what needs to be done?
Well, I think first and foremost, I think this wall has such awesome potential. It is such a show-stopping piece. When customers walk in the door to see this back wall, really showcase some beautiful frame collections, right? And, you know, having outdated oval frames up above, I think is just very tired, out of date. I mean, we need to refreshen this. I think we can be better.
Right.
So we've got big plans for this space. We're going to close in this wall here, remove the curtains, and make this an entire, she's got probably a little over 12 feet here.
Yeah, it looks that
can be frame samples. Get rid of the pegboard, continue the frames up the wall, and showcase.
So it'll look more massive.
Yeah, a lot more impressive. And then, of course, directional lighting to highlight the frames that are on the wall will really help. The other thing is this display, this design counter too. She's got, it's pretty solid, nice storage underneath and whatnot, but I really feel like it would be better served if it was straightened up, so it was just part of a whole dramatic entrance for the customer, improve that experience when they come in.
Yeah, it seems a little odd that we're pointed in this direction, doesn't it? And as we walked in, it didn't seem natural that it wasn't squared up.
Right.
And I think we'll get a lot more room too. This is a little tight back here.
It's a little tight. And the other thing, I want to really add more display space for our molding samples, because I think having a really vast frame selection is really one way she can stand out from the competition.
Yeah. And, you know, even within some of the vignettes, maybe what we can do is take samples of frames too and put those in so they can see they were used for different, and interact the style of the frames into the displays and things too. So
because that's a tricky thing when you're using a gallery to attract new customers, right? But you make most of your money, for at least most frame shops, in the back room. So we kind of need to showcase the art, but still be very conscious about we're here to sell frames.
That's an amazingly good point to make. I mean, I think that many times in frame shops, that's the disconnect, that we don't really understand how important it is, and we assume that the customer gets it. Well, they don't. They have to be shown. You know, the brain, it just doesn't soak in. It has to be visual, and they have to see the relationship between these weird little pieces of wood and what they can make.
Right,
yeah.
And what's possible.
Yeah.
Because I think that's part of our challenge as frame designers is to demonstrate visually through really dramatically framed displays on the wall to showcase the different techniques that we might be talking about at the sales counter, like a float mount, for example.
Exactly.
Or, you know, the fillets, how the fillets are used, creative cuts, creative corners, different things like that. And certainly different kinds of glass, different kinds of molding, how you can combine moldings together. So I think that's what an opportunity that Sherry hasn't fully utilized here is to showcase really outstanding frame design.
And there's no way to raise average ticket or design ability and things any quicker than having people be able to visualize it. I'm excited for what you can do with this. I think it's really going to be very visual, and it's going to lend really well to what we're trying to talk about here.
Yeah,
and the brand's going to elevate a lot.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Yep.